Alright guys, I want to take a look at one of my favorite coins here on the channel again. It's SUI. Now you can see that we do have this trend line that I have kind of just slightly readjusted before this video. Now, we could, in theory, come down and retest this trend line, although I don't think that's very probable. Not impossible, but it's just, at this moment, I think SUI is a little bit too bullish. And you can see that SUI does actually look technically still very good. You know, here is, the low here. Basically, this is a slightly higher low. Here we have another higher low. Basically, we have two equal lows here, I would say, for the most part. Now, it looks like we're going to get another higher low here. So pretty much the structure, it's still going up, guys. So it still, in my opinion, looks very good. Now, I don't like that we have kind of lost this, support here at $4.80. Although, let's see if we put this on a weekly time frame. I mean, yeah, there was only a couple of weeks up here, basically, that were supporting this. And let me go back to a daily time frame. So, anyways, we're still at $4.70 at the moment. I mean, we were here not too long ago, guys, and that was all-time high not too long ago as well. So, I do believe SUI is going to get some support here. I don't think it's going to fall much further. I would be really surprised if we fell back to $4.35. Now, like I said, not impossible, but it's, probably improbable. Not impossible, though. So, let's see what happens with SUI here. Now, I do want to look at the technical indicators of the RSI, so let's take a look real quick. So, on a daily time frame, guys, this is actually right in the middle. This is perfect. Although this is pointed to the downside and, pretty heavily. So, not so good if it's pointed down like this and so heavily. Let's hope that this starts to curve back up. Let's take a look at the week. Week pointed to the downside here on Stochc RSI. It's just barely in normal territory here on the RSI. Kind of floating in and out here, as you see. So, not the best on the weekly time frame, really. 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 4 hour real quick. Okay, this is not bad, guys. So this is pointed upwards. RSI is also slightly pointed upwards. Both are in pretty much the middle, so that's perfect. The 1 hour time frame, it is, in the middle. Actually looks good, guys. Looks like it's going to start to point up to the upside here on the Stochc RSI. RSI also looks like it might be pointed to the upside, or it's kind of going sideways. Not really sure because it's right on this dotted line, but I still think it's fine. 15-minute, which is quite low. Yeah, again, guys. So lower time frames, 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, do look pretty good. Now these longer time frames, like I said, the daily and the weekly, not so good. So now what am I going to conclude from that? I think in the short term here, probably we're going to see a bounce with SUI. And how high the bounce is, who knows, guys. And yeah, you can see on the 4 hour, we are kind of getting a bounce right now. But, the best thing would be if we can just reclaim 480. And, if we get above 490, even better. But I don't think we're going to get up to the all-time high again. Not right now. I think we'll probably need to cool off on longer term time frames. But short term, yeah, we might see a 20-cent move at least. Now, right before this video, SUI was actually plus, but right now it's minus 1.3%. But yeah, there is a max supply of 10 billion here. 3 billion is actually circulating at the moment, And yeah, I mean, if you're looking for an 11% discount from its all-time high, guys, there you go. You know, you have a 11% discount. And SUI, in my honest opinion, I do believe this is going to about $20 to $25 in my opinion. So let's take a quick look at Bitcoin now, guys. Now, you can see Bitcoin is right on the verge of losing 91.1. This is not good, guys. I can say if we lose this, 91.1, we start closing some daily candles below it, then we don't really have support until about 71.3. And yeah, there is a CME gap here at about 76,000, somewhere around here, guys. Not sure the exact dollar amount, but it's there. We could see a very large wick to the downside, whether it's on a daily or a weekly candle. But yeah, guys, if we lose this, 91.1 support here, then, we could really see some big downside. Now, do I think the bull run will still be over? Probably not. I still think that we at least have 6 to 8 months. I'm probably banking on, at least 6 months and probably start selling up to about 8 months personally, just to stay safe. Now, I don't think we're going to have the entire year, unfortunately, because usually in the fourth year of a bull run, much of the year is green, but that's when the fallback kind of starts. So I'm probably going to get out and not get so greedy like a lot of people. I want to stay safe. But yeah, let's see what happens here, guys. Right now, we're about $1,100 above this. Personally, I do believe this is going to hold. We're just having a lot of FUD lately, guys. There's just a lot of news in the market that's just making Bitcoin and not just Bitcoin, guys, not just crypto. The entire market, all across the world, basically NASDAQ, S&P, everything is going down. There's just a lot of FUD. Now, if we look at Ethereum, guys, it has finally broken down from this consolidation, basically, between 33.13 and 35.34, where it was the majority of the time, since about the 19th of December. Now, we have only broken down one, small level here. Basically, we have found support here on the bottom of this Fibonacci that we are in. And this is around, $3,200. So you can see there was kind of a lot of resistance here. And, it did punch through, got rejected basically, finally punched through. We spent a lot of the time, actually since 21st November up here in this range. But now we're starting to break down again. So let's see if we can hold here, at least hold this Fibonacci. And, in the next day or so, get back up in this 33.13 to 35.34 range. Unfortunately, the total market cap, guys, is falling through the $3.28 trillion mark. We do have some support at $3 trillion. So, and actually it doesn't look like it wants to go really below or much below about 3.17 trillion. It looks like we have found some support here. And, I don't know, maybe we could draw a line there. This is on the daily time frame though. So, anyways, I've only marked off weekly time frames here, supports and resistances. But yeah, maybe we're kind of being supported on a daily time frame at the moment. So let's see if we can kind of pick back up just a little bit before this closes in a couple of hours. Now, taking a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin, guys, this is basically altcoins. We are slightly below the 1.34 trillion mark at the moment. Hopefully in the next couple of hours, we'll just see this as a wick here, and hopefully we find some support, You just have to wait and see, guys. It looks like it doesn't really want to go much below about 1.31. This is probably being supported on a daily time frame, kind of like the total market cap we just looked at with Bitcoin. This could be catching a daily support, So basically, this green line is a weekly, actually resistance at the moment. So But anyways, you know, we're looking at this on the wrong time frame. This is a daily time frame. As long as we get above that green line by, you know, when it turns from Sunday to Monday of this weekend, everything is okay, really. But the longer the time frame, you know, above or below the candle, it's still not good as well. Now, one of the most worrying charts right now is the Bitcoin dominance, guys. You can see here it was following this W pattern. It does kind of look like it wants to break down. It looks like it might, you know, find some resistance here now at 58.09. So it's kind of been rejected there today. Let's hope, guys. I would love to see this break down. I don't want this to follow this pattern here. That would be bad for altcoins. But yeah, I mean, if it gets a big bounce, I mean, it can still continue along, you know, this W pattern. And when it breaks this neckline, guys, that's not good. Alts will really suffer, and you know, Bitcoin holders will benefit more than us. Now, looking at the liquidation heat map, guys, it's been pretty tame, I can say, although we've had a lot of volatility lately. Only about 400 million have been wrecked in the last 24 hours. More longs than shorts, of course, because Bitcoin is going down. You can see that's pretty much, you know, the most of the people have been wrecked, you know, with Bitcoin. But yeah, you know, stay away from, you know, longing and shorting, guys. I don't recommend it unless you're a true professional at this. I've lost a lot of money, you know, playing with longing and shorting and leverage. It's just really hard, guys. Now, taking a quick look at the altcoin season, let me refresh this. Okay, actually, wow. It was 49, now it's 51. You know, and that's, like I said, that is because it kind of found this maybe wall here at 58.09 and starting to bounce down a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens in the next few days. But we are actually more on the altcoin side than the Bitcoin side now. So that's good to see. But yeah, you know, just gotta be patient. Now, as for the fear and greed, guys, we are at 69, which, hey, that's, you know, where I really want to be. Like I said before, below 70, 68 maybe, 69, you know, this is not bad. I mean, it is greed, but it's not like deep greed, guys. So yesterday was a 70. You know, I didn't look at this yesterday because I didn't do a video. But, yeah, I mean, we are kind of cooling down, and that's what I really want to see. Now, Pi Cycle Top Indicator, guys. It's basically still far away from crossing, so you know that's one of the biggest indicators here in this space, and that's another big reason why I say it's still not over, guys. This is just a bump in the road, and we're gonna have a lot of them along the way, guys. You know, last bull run we saw 30 and 40, you know, maybe percent corrections. I mean, it was insane, guys. I mean, really, you just can't imagine so much fear. There's not even that much fear these days, you know, when we're seeing these corrections like from 108 to, you know, 91, 92, where we're at now. I mean, for me, this is nothing. You know, back 4 years ago, I mean, it was scary. Now, guys, if there's anything we need tomorrow, we need non-farm payrolls to really be good for us. If we don't have a good non-farm payrolls, guys, that 91 is probably going to break, and we're going to go down. So tomorrow is very important. Now, this is 8:30 in the morning, U.S. Eastern Time. So my time in Czech Republic would be 2:30 in the afternoon. So if you're on European Central Time, that's what you know the time will be. So non-farm payrolls for December, you know, it has to be good for us, guys. If it's not, if it's a disaster, you know, if it's not even close to the number that they're forecasting, we're going to go way down, guys. So we also have Michigan numbers tomorrow. Those can be quite important as well. Hourly earnings and things can be a little bit important. Private non-farm payrolls may be slightly important too. But we need non-farm payrolls, guys. Looking at the interest rate cuts, guys, so basically in about 20 days, it looks like, you know, 93% are not expecting any cut. Actually, I saw on another influencer's channel that for this year there's only like one forecasted cut, so I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, I could scroll through this forever and we could look at it, but I just want to look at the current, month basically. But yeah, it looks like they only predict one cut. Now, personally, like I keep saying, I believe January, May, July, October, not going to be any cuts. But I do believe the in-between months, from what I just said, you're going to have cuts. So, yeah, we're probably going to get a Christmas bonus next year. September, yeah. June, yeah. March, yeah. Just have to be patient. Really, it's, this could even prolong the bull run. And depending on how this goes, maybe I even stay in this longer. Now, this is pretty bloody, guys. Crypto bubbles, it's mostly red candles. You do have some dark, deep reds. But a lot of these projects, went way up. For example, AI, 16Z, virtual, my God. That has been on a tear. But, really, when you're looking at this chart, it isn't actually that bad for most of these coins. For example, look at XRP. It's only minus 2%, guys. Gala, minus 2.8. No, now it just updated. It's a little bit more down. But anyways, this still isn't bad. Everything is like 2, 3, 4, maybe 5%. Of course, you do have some, outliers. But yeah, when you have like across the board, like 13 or 18 or 22%, that would be horrible, I would say. But we only see about 5 or 6 of these, big bubbles. 7, maybe you could include Render and ENA. But there really isn't that many big bubbles here. Now, guys, if you want to stake your coins, you can go to Coinando, type in, for example, Bitcoin. You'll have a list of places. Keep in mind you have to stake for some amount of days, or if it's flexible, for example, you do have limits and things to be aware of. Be sure to check the websites. Don't just take Coinando's word for it. Sometimes it's wrong, guys. So keep that in mind. Be careful. But yeah, probably realistically, you'll get, something for Bitcoin like 7 or 6%, in reality. And you're not going to get these 100% like up here, or 318%. This is dual investment. That's not even staking, guys. So, I don't even know how that works, honestly, myself. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I thank you for your support, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.